So this is floor 2. Within this session we've also got a strength set that finishes off the session, but for this floor it's a slight variation on floor 1. We're going to start off just finding the breath again, just to get used to finding that breath. So in a standing position we're just going to go through that breathing in and breathing out, each breath taking around about 5 seconds. Just allow yourself a minute to kind of get into that. If you want to take longer to get into that kind of rhythm, then you can. So again, in a standing position, it's breathing in and breathing out.
I get a cushion out, Daddy. There's someone on the cushion, Daddy.
Ah.
Isn't it? Something, Daddy.
That's it, something, isn't it?
Something's on the cushion, Daddy.
Alright.
Okay.
So in that breathing rhythm, you can breathe in through your nose and out through your nose, or breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Try and always keep your inward breath in through your nose, just to kind of help that breathing technique. So once again, in this floor we've got going up from 30 to 60 to 90 to 120 and finally 150 seconds. Like I said, it's a slight variation. So we start off with the roll up and roll down. This will stay as kind of almost a mainstay throughout the sessions. We will then move into a walkout again, but following that we'll go through a down dog position, a spinal floor and a Spider-Man lunge. So your 30-second roll up and roll down. So once again, we've got that roll up with the breath in and the roll down with the breath out. Just waiting, Harris. So from there we have got the walk out. So you've got 15 seconds rest and then we're going for that walk out. So it's breathing in, breathing out, and breathing in with the walk out. And then we'll return back through the floor. Once again, you've got 30 seconds rest after that. Just wait, please. 30 seconds rest. You're then going to go through a down dog position. So you're going to go through that walkout. Once you've done the hip drop, you're going to breathe out and lift the hips up. It's almost the point at which you're going to walk back in, but you're just going to kick the hips up. And back through that. So on that, you've noticed there's the hip drop on the walkout with the breath in, then we kick the hips up, we drive the heels down to the floor on the breath out, we then return to the breath in and the hip drop, and then we breathe out again as we walk back in. Our next point is the spinal floor. This comes at the top of the down dog. Now for this there's two options. You can drop the knees and then do the spinal floor, or you can try and do the spinal floor straight in from the feet. The spinal floor is not an easy move, so maybe if this is the first time you've ever completed one of these, just drop the knees just to get that movement. We want to make sure that it's the head going down first, followed by the nose, chin, chest, sternum, belly button, hips, And then from there, in this movement, we're just going to pop back into that walk up, walk back, walk out, and walk up, back in. So it's a breathing in for the spinal floor. The full movement. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in on that walk out. Down dog for the outward breath. And then here you can drop the knees. And we can go head, chin, chest. And then we'll breathe back in. Complete the floor. What you could do on the down dog is just go straight in to the bigger move. And then breathing out. So there are your two options there. You can either do it on the knees or from the toes, straight in from the down dog. So that's on your breath in for the spinal floor. That one is your 2-minute one, so that's 120 seconds. We then got our 60-second rest, and then finally we've got a Spider-Man lunge. So on your Spider-Man lunge, you have done the spinal floor. I'll show you in a second. We've got the spinal floor with the breath in. And on the Spider-Man lunge, you're going to breathe out as you complete the movement to get the leg up. You will then breathe in within the movement and then breathe out again to come back out of the movement. And then we'll go back through the return. So, got our breath in, breath out. Walk out. Down dog. Spinal floor. Breathe out, Spider-Man lunge. Breathe in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out and returning. And breathing in. To that reach. On your next repetition, you will go on the other leg. So that is your full floor at the end there for 150 seconds, so 2.5 minutes. So just to recap, you've got your 30 seconds of roll up and roll downs, 15-second rest, 60-second walk out, 30-second rest, 90 seconds plus the down dog, 45 seconds rest, 120 seconds plus the spinal floor, 60-second rest, and 150 seconds plus the Spider-Man lunge, and then you're completed. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed that one.